Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, welcome to Rouses. And as always, we welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins, who is right here in Rouses with me.
Hello, Keith. How are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just love doing this when we're seeing people shop in the fruit and vegetable section of Rouses.
Yes. Isn't it so much fun?
Yeah.
You can show all the beautiful colors that are in the store. And, I always like to say, shop a rainbow of colors in your basket because that's going to give you some different nutrients from all those fruits and vegetables.
Right. And not only that, but we got some great snack options for the kids who are so excited about going back to school.
Yeah, the kids are going to be excited about this. The parents and the grandparents are going to be excited about the snack tray. So
I certainly am.
There's something for everyone. And so whenever you're thinking about going back to school, you're thinking about, there's oftentimes a lot of afternoon activities that keep us very busy.
Yep.
So sometimes one of the best things to do is have a snack tray ready to go, or even have the kids help you prepare a snack tray to munch on to keep you going until that supper time meal.
Right.
So I have some great ideas of some things you can find at Rouses. I shopped at Rouses on St. Charles for all of these items, but you can find them in many of the Rouses locations.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to tell you about that is important to a lot of people is to look for sun butter is a sunflower seed butter.
Okay.
And so it does not have peanuts in it. And it does not have tree nuts in it. So if you have a classroom that says, you can't bring the peanuts or the tree nuts options, look for sun butter because that's going to be a seed-based butter. And
that's
so
awesome.
it is friendly, unless
to those with peanut allergies.
Yes, exactly. So
allergies.
it's really a great option. You can make a peanut butter and jelly. You can make a sun butter and jelly sandwich. You can do all sorts of things, but I like it as a dip. So on this tray that we have right here, we have it as a dip option where you can dip some apples right into that sun butter. And then, so you have that protein, you still have the protein and the good fats from the seeds. And so you can dip the apples in there and just have a really great option. Or you can dip cookie in there if you want to. Yeah. So so that's a really good one that I wanted to tell you about because that one's pretty important that a lot of people are looking for.
Right.
Another thing too is on the snack tray is you can also add on some hummus. I have some Rouses hummus that's right here, and you can dip a lot of veggies in this hummus. So I love that you can add the cucumbers in there. You can add the carrots to be able to add some produce items and have a great pairing.
Good crunch with that.
Yeah. And if you're looking for some lower sugar options, we have some great options at Rouses. One is called Catalina Crunch. So we have the cookies and the cereal that is right on the tray as well. And the cookies are a low sugar cookie. And so it's a lot of parents are looking for, what are some options for lower sugar, but also some adults are looking for those lower sugar options as well. And then the Catalina Crunch cereal, my daughter says this one right here, which is it's called a fruity flavor. She says that one tastes like Fruit Loops to her.
Hey, and guess what? Anything that tastes like Fruit Loops, you got to try it, right?
Yeah.
You got to at least go try it and go, yeah, it does. And again, it's a great option.
It is because it is. A lot of people think that they have that a lot of cereals and those types of things are higher in sugar, and so they're looking for those lower sugar options. Catalina Crunch is one of those lower sugar options. And then I wanted to show you this pastry that we have on the top. That is actually called Legendary Pop-Tart, and Legendary is actually a Pop-Tart that has higher protein in it. So if you're looking for sort of that protein combination with your sweet treat, then that's an option too. And you can also do some things like you can cut it up into some squares and make it into bites. And then the cheese is another option. We have the Rouses cheese. You can find lots of selection of Rouses cheese. And I love that they're individually packaged. They're really easy to put into a lunchbox. They're easy to take with you if you just need something to go.
Right. Grab and go.
If you can add it to a snack charcuterie just like this one as well.
Right. Well, and again, you see the after school snack tray right there, and it's all of those things that you don't really think about, but it's so simple.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're doing the sun butter. And, you know, my wife and I had this conversation walking into a restaurant about, you know, some people that have a nut allergy, they can't go to places where they have peanuts that are out. They have to put a sign on the door to make sure that. And what a great option to pair it with apples. You know, it's how we've kind of transitioned to the almond butters and now sun butter, but the sun butter is completely from seeds, not from nuts at all.
It's sunflower seeds. They add a little bit of sugar to it for flavor and a little bit of salt to it for flavor. And those are the 3 ingredients in it.
Wow. So very simple.
Yeah.
But you can see there, as April has for us, looking at these items, we've showed them to you on the tray, but this is what they look like in the store. You can see the pink pastry of the legendary Pop-Tart, which has got, or it's a pastry rather, I don't want to call it, but it's the birthday cake version. You know, you can't go wrong with pink birthday
It
cake
adds
version.
so much color to the tray.
Yeah, it just really does, you know. And then there's the Catalina Crunch for that, for both the cookies and for the cereal. And so many different options that are really, really good there. And as we mentioned, you know, being able to add the fruits and vegetables into it, you know, you got the cucumbers, the carrots, and the apples, because those are just great combinations with your hummus or with your sun butter.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And you can find some really great options too. I'm on Rouses Facebook Live every week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. So if you want some ideas for more things like this, I'm on there every week.
Every week. Wow, great opportunity. And I'm so very glad that April brought for us to address our hunger pains here in Rouses. And so, April, thanks for joining us, and thank you for providing such a beautiful tray.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more on HTV.